but welcome. Appreciate all of you could join us this evening. We're here, of course, for a very special occasion to recognize our Teacher of the Year, Ms. Libby Duncan, as well as our Service Employee of the Year, Abby McClure. I keep wanting to say Abigail. It's so hard for me not to say it. Anyway, today's our opportunity to thank you for all that you do for our students. It's greatly appreciated. It is an honor to have this recognition bestowed upon you. I know with Ms. Duncan, there's going to be an opportunity to go to the state level recognition that September 12th is coming up. Won't be long. And anyway, it's a nice evening, no matter if you have to get there early or not. It's a great evening. And, I always look forward to attending that ceremony. With us this evening, joining us is our board members are with us, and I'll just start here on my left. We've got Larry Wilkerson, our Vice President of the Board, Fred Curry, President of the Board, Steve Priestley. We have Board Member Rodney Rowdy Baker, right? I get that right.
Either or, I don't know how they got thrown together. I've never been known as either Rowdy Rodney or Rodney Rowdy. One or the other.
Yes, you have. Rowdy Rodney.
I've only always known you as Rowdy.
Never. Just Rowdy is what I respond best to.
And then we also have Carol Smith joining us. Thank and appreciate the board being here this evening as we honor our employees. Also have our central office staff. Some of our members are here. My secretary, Susan King, and Assistant Superintendent Bill Linville. We have Mr. King, our Federal Programs Director, Kirk King. Tina Black, everyone knows Tina. So if someone's looking for anyone, they're missing, Tina Black's the person. I always tell her that she's Santa Claus's cousin, Tina. She can always find. But we also, I'll take a moment to recognize Sean O'Donoghue.
Thank you. Thank you,
Sean,
sir.
for being here this evening. It's greatly appreciated. And with that, we'll jump into the activity. We'll start with the Teacher of the Year. And I just want to read, this is some of the criteria for the award. And it's a teacher who inspires students of all backgrounds and abilities to learn. It's a teacher who has the respect and admiration of students, parents, and colleagues. And a teacher who plays an active role in the community as well as the school. Libby encompasses all of those qualities and much, much more. She's deeply involved in the leadership of the school, serving on a multitude of teams and committees. A member of the Lighthouse team, which is new. That team meets as part of our implementation for the Leader in Me initiative, which we're in year 2. Right, Mr. King? Still moving right along. Libby's also a member of the school leadership team and the IPI team, which is the Instructional Practices Inventory. I always, even after all these years, I have to write that down. I get those words confused sometimes. But and also a participant in numerous training, staff development offerings throughout the years, utilizing what she's learned to help her students be successful in the classroom. And more importantly, Libby has always been great to mentor colleagues, to make sure that they're growing in their professional careers. Libby's involved in the local community, helping raise funds for the Children's Miracle Network, helping to raise money for Lincoln County Relay for Life, helping to raise money for new playground equipment at Hamlin PKA, as well as numerous other community activities. I've decided after reading through your resume or your application, if I'm going to raise money, I'm going to look for you. You got lots of experience. Libby, I think I have this right. Been teaching for 30 years. Is this your number 30? That's awesome. 30 years. And we just talked about this a moment ago. For those of you who don't know, Libby is a national board certified teacher. And that is a tough, a lot of work, major accomplishment. There's many hours that go into becoming National Board Certified. Lori's also National Board Certified teacher as well. Libby was selected as the Teacher of the Year, and it's by her peers at the school. And it's certainly easy to see why that would be the case. My own observations of Libby, and I've been in her classroom many, many times over the years, especially in my role since I've been here at the central office. She's a dedicated, hardworking, and caring teacher. And she wants her students to be successful. She loves her students love her back. I love coming in your classroom, even though the little ones scare me. I enjoy coming in your classroom. Libby's a wonderful role model for students and adults alike. And Lincoln County Schools is blessed to have you as a teacher. It's my pleasure to present to you this evening our Lincoln County Schools Teacher of the Year for 2018-19, Ms. Libby Duncan. Libby, if you come up here, we have a gift for you. That's not a car or anything. And they're all both the same. And the board, if you all would come up. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to
I got you, Karen.
Coaching and refereeing 10-year-olds. Pretty much.
This is a good one.
And you're still vertical.
Somebody stay around here.
as many times as we can.
That's good.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Over.
Libby, is there anything you'd like to say? No, thank
I appreciate it, thank
Are you
you.
sure? Mr. Davis, would you like to say?
Yeah, I'll say a couple things. We knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is 6 or 7 years in a row
You've had some
now I've had-
experience, haven't you?
for either service personnel or teacher of the year. I've had to actually be here to just say something on behalf of either service personnel or teacher of the year. And honestly, Ms. Huffman, having been friends with Libby for probably 30 years, she probably knows more about Libby than, well, almost anyone else. Maybe you do more than anyone else, I don't know, but she kind of felt like if she had to talk about Libby in a professional manner and as friends, that emotionally she wouldn't be able to make it through it, so. So, yeah, it's definitely my pleasure to say a little bit about Libby. Obviously, you know, I supported her nomination, so just, you know, with that and this up and supporting her nomination, that, you know, we really have a lot of confidence and faith in her. You know, as a kindergarten teacher, she's been the kindergarten for how many years?
About 12.
12 years as a kindergarten teacher. Well, you know she has a lot of patience. She's been teaching kindergarten for 12 years. And quite honestly, kindergarten is such a critical year because that's the year when, you know, those foundational reading skills and math skills are being built. And oftentimes, you know, kids come to her, they don't know their alphabet or they can't count to 10, 20. And so, you know, it takes a lot of patience and a lot of love and a lot of caring. And I'm sure she brings that home a lot to tackle that year in and year out. And she does such a great job in working with those kindergarten children each and every day. She comes to work. Now, I can tell you, she doesn't crave attention. You can tell she doesn't feel comfortable being here. We were just talking about the next week at the state ceremony where, you know, they've asked her to be there at 3 for a 5:30 start. She's like, I don't need to be there at 3. We're like, yeah, you need to be there at 3. So you can meet with Dr. Payne, and she doesn't crave that attention, but she's so deserving of it for what she does for our students each and every day. So I want to congratulate you, but more importantly, I want to thank you for what you do for the kids of Lincoln County. Appreciate it.
It's truly a calling for you to be a teacher.
Mr. Mayor, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Libby, I know you've been a kindergarten teacher for quite a while. I want to give you a little advice. This kindergarten teacher, talking to her kindergarten class right at the start of the school year, she asked him, said, now, she was going to give them a good talking to and build their confidence stuff and all that. So she asked him, said, does anyone here, any of you students think you're dumb? Well, it went a minute or two, and finally this little boy stood up. She said, honey, you don't think you're dumb? He said, yeah, but I didn't want you to stand up by yourself.
That's pretty good. Congratulations.
All right, Mr. Lindsay, we'll step out of the way.
Libby, they said you were teaching 30 years. You must have started when you were 10. Oh, thank you. Really young.
Before I get into service personnel, I'd like to make a comment about Miss Libby too. She had my first oldest grandchild last year, Brody. And Brody was about a year behind everyone when he started because of his age. And we were concerned and worried and concerned and worried. And Miss Libby said, don't worry, end of the year, he'll be all right, end of the year. And sure enough, he could read all his words and just, you know, and he had a little streak in him. He must get that after someone else besides me. But anyway, Libby would say, he's just a boy. He'll grow out of it. He's right. But I want to thank you for everything you've done there too. Okay. As Mr. Midkiff said, our service employee of the year is Miss Abby McClure. Abby started subbing for us, I think, I checked her personnel record, in 83-84 school year. She currently works at Duval. She has 31 years experience. These are some things that her colleagues said about her at Duval in her application. Abby, one of her other responsibilities is giving medication, which is very important for our students. And you cannot hide from Abby when it comes to getting her pills or getting her medication. She'll chase you, I mean, like the FBI or whoever to get that, is what they said. And also another thing she does, is, which is not in her job description, she's very kind, and knowing Abby through the years, I know this kindness. She's also the one that makes sure if someone's sick, or someone's a death in the family, that she makes sure they get a card, or they get a gift, or they get flowers and something. So that's very important, you know, to keep, you know, sometimes people forget things like that. It's good to have someone to remember. These are some things that some of her past evaluations had, and I think a couple of these was your comments, Mr. Priestley, when she was at Griffithsville. Past evaluations: model employee, top-notch employee, polite and courteous to all, requires little supervision, uses sound judgment, does work without being asked, not only at school, but in the community and other things. In the community, she's an active member of Freedom Community Church, a member of the choir, teaches a young children's class, and sings with the McClure family gospel singing group. She plays the piano for them. They've been up to our church a few times. But as one colleague said, and this best describes Abby, it says, her most important quality is her love for children, especially for children with special needs. It's an honor and a privilege to honor Abby to this Service Employee of the Year. Now I know who keeps Buddy straight too. Come on up, Abby.
All right, 3, 2,
Buddy, you want to say anything? That's the first time I've heard you speak. Anybody else?
I do.
I know.
Mike, Mr. Ritchie?
Yes, yes,
Man, I didn't want to sit down again. I just want to thank both of you for all you do. You're kind of the best of the best. You know, we certainly, all of our employees, we relish and, cherish what they do and their love for kids and what they do each day. Those of you that are honored such as you all are, you're a notch ahead. I commend you for all you do. Libby, I've heard, over the years, many great things about you. I never had the opportunity to work directly with you, but I heard many good things. I just want to, wish you well as you go to the next level. You'll do fine up there. Be in Charleston, don't be intimidated. You'll do just fine. Abby, worked with her for years. Great teacher, great aide. And Buddy, I have to put up with him every now and then. If you've never been up to their house before, I went up to visit once. I've never been there before. I never thought I was going to get there. It is the highest point that I have ever been. What is it up at Hart Street? There's that.
Man's not.
Yeah, I was up there once, and it was real high. You could see I think you could see Virginia. That's where their place is. But they have a beautiful place up there. I don't know what it's like in winter. I guess you all just must stay up there. I was afraid, it was the summertime, and I was afraid to come down the hill. Abby does a great job. Like, I think for 9 years she had put up with me. But she was always, her interests were children. And, whatever they might be, she would, if there was something that she thought I needed to know, she'd let me know what that was. And not in a bad way, but just, to try to help kids here and there. And she would do anything asked of her, many things beyond her scope of her job. She was always willing to do whatever. So I really sit time with you, Abby. But once again, on behalf of all the board, and some of them may want to say something, we just congratulate you and we thank you for all you do.
I'd like to say that I remember Abby when she was at Duval High School as a student, just a little person. And Abby, you were really good to help at the office and volunteer. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
But he just had started.
I'm a very young person.
As I always like to say, there's no better way to celebrate than by eating. We have a reception for you. I wouldn't tell you to tell that I've been cooking all day, but that would be anything but the truth. Tina's looking at me. But yeah, Santa Claus will be checking on me. But please stay and join us. Just out in the hallway, we've got food set up out there, and then there's a little room across the hallway there for you to sit and have your meal. And we'll be joining you as well. Congratulations once again.
Great.